Yeah, the air raid sirens have just started again here in Jerusalem. We've been getting a series of alerts about incoming attacks coming into Israel across a huge expanse of this land, north, south, towards Tel Aviv. I've just had a message saying missiles reported on their way into the West Bank of Israel, which is, of course, occupied territory, Palestine, as seen by most governments. Now, about 25 minutes ago, we saw a series of intercepts in the sky above Jerusalem, booms. We just had a large boom coming from over in that direction, and these sirens suggest that they feel that there are missiles coming over in this direction. Now, generally, Iran would not be targeting Jerusalem for the reason that area over there, the Al-Aqsa Mosque, is one of the holiest sites in Islam. But there are missiles that will come over here. In fact, if you look there, that is the side of a missile intercept. So that is an Iranian missile that has been flown across here, probably towards a different target, but which has been intercepted by Israeli air defense. And that is what we are seeing in the skies above Jerusalem, are the booms of intercepts of missiles in this sky. The situation here, that's another loud boom you're hearing there of a missile being intercepted here. The situation here, of course, has escalated very, very rapidly this morning from 8 o'clock to that's 3¼ hours ago. When the first siren sounded, that was a preemptive siren to warn Israelis that military action was imminent and that they were likely to be asked to take shelter. And then just 3 hours later, we now know that Israel and the United States coordinated a military attack. There's another intercept that you just see there. You see that large puff of grey smoke? That is the scene of another interception. Very large boom we've just heard in the skies above us, above Jerusalem. And so this is the cacophony, and that's another trail there, and you can hear a jet flying overhead. It's a cloud cover over Jerusalem today. You see that large plume of smoke there from another interception. This is the soundtrack to Israel at the moment, and that's another element to it. Just that chiming sound you can hear is the alert that is now played out on mobile phones and devices across this country. That is a warning that is sent out on apps on people's phones and other devices, warning them of incoming missiles and telling them to take shelter. As you can see, my team and I are all in protective equipment. That's a very, very loud intercept there. That doesn't feel as if that one is too far away. These are some of the loudest booms and interceptions that we've heard so far this morning. And Israel is a tense country right now. In fact, I'm looking there. There is a plume of smoke that is just rising from a scene that is not far away from us at all. The smoke that you can see rising there, we don't know what has caused that, but that is a venue down there which is used as a concert venue over the course of summer here in the heart of Jerusalem, and there is now smoke pouring out from that. That is just in the shadow of the old city of Jerusalem. That is extraordinarily near to some of the holiest sites in Christianity and Islam. We'll find out what has happened there, but that is smoke pouring out from there, and that followed on, as you heard, from the sound of intercepts here in the skies above Jerusalem. Well, you'll be well aware that that is an air raid siren that is being activated once again. So we're looking around us all the time to see what is happening in these skies. Let me tell you that also Israeli military have sent forces up to the border with Lebanon to preempt Hezbollah potentially joining this attack. They put forces in Syria as well, and clearly, as we know, what has preempted all of this is a coordinated attack by Israeli and American forces on Iran. Iran always said that it would respond. It said that it would that there would be a regional conflict if it were attacked. And we are receiving reports of attacks not just on Israel, but also reports of in Bahrain, the UAE and other places in the region. So at the moment, this feels as if things are escalating extremely quickly. There's still traffic moving on the roads along there. I don't see any emergency response yet to that, but we can certainly also hear the alerts going off on phones as we speak. More thuds in the distance, small sounds of intercepts in the skies above us. Maybe you can hear those thuds beyond the cloud cover at the moment, because the clouds are relatively low. You can't necessarily see those interceptions. What you then see is sometimes the smoke after them.
جمهوری همین الان زدن بنازم